What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 Minutes to Go podcast. I'm your host, Darian.
And I'm Jax.
And we got a special guest with us today. We got my man, Jalen. What's good, bro?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Man, we
Pretty
chilling.
good.
We finna get this money. We finna get this bag. Now, what we about to do, we got our first segment. It's going to be 4th and Goal. We'll be dropping everything that's football. And to start off, we got Tom Brady. Tell me something. Talk to me.
You know, reports leaked earlier in the week that Tom Brady was retiring from Adam Schefter. Tom Brady then came out and said, you know, I'm making my own decisions. Don't listen to this. Like, I haven't even got to that point yet. And the next day, Tom Brady's retired. He came out and said it. So,
Yeah, it had me fooled for a second. When Adam Schefter said it, I was like, dang, he's really retiring.
Yeah.
But then when he came out and said, nah, I'm doing it on my own terms, I thought he was going to at least play one more
Yeah.
season. And I was honestly hoping he would because Tampa's coming to Cleveland this upcoming Browns
Mhm.
season, and I really wanted to see Tom Brady play.
yeah.
I would have been lit. And it's even more crazier is that this man was in the league for 22 years.
Yeah, longest I've been alive.
I'm 22 years old.
I'm only 21.
This man has been in the league my whole life. I've not been able to watch an NFL game and not see Tom Brady.
Which, as a fan, from a team that was in the AFC, even though we weren't really relevant, it's nice to have
Relevant.
Tom Brady not be there anymore because, you know, nobody could really get past him except Mahomes, who luckily got past him before.
It's bittersweet, though, I feel
Yeah,
like,
it
because
is.
Tom Brady, he was my favorite player to watch growing up, quarterback-wise at least. My favorite quarterback of all time, greatest quarterback of all time.
Greatest player of all time, I think.
Absolutely.
22 years in the NFL.
And he showed no signs of slowing down.
No,
Like, no
he said he was
signs
going
of
to retire
slowing
when
down.
he sucked, but he was damn near the MVP this year. He might be the MVP this year.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's kind of hard. It's just the fact that you're in the NFL and you play 22 years. You know, like, people play like 6 to 8, and you play 22.
I feel like 6 to 8 is usually the norm.
Yeah.
He surpassed
I mean, yeah, because you're getting hit all the time. Your body wear and tear, like...
Especially at quarterback. I mean, he's dropping back every play. He's getting sacked all the time. I don't know how he did it.
I don't blame him. I can't believe he waited this
It's
long.
going to be like this when LeBron retires. It's going to be the same thing.
Hey,
Some people are...
He said, I might cry.
Some
Bro,
people
for
are going to
real.
hate it. Some people will love him and celebrate it, but I think everybody will appreciate him just like everybody will appreciate Tom Brady.
I
don't
can't
like
believe-
Tom Brady, but I still appreciate everything he's done.
For sure, I can't believe he really thugged
I
out
respect
22
him.
years.
Yeah.
22 years. In the
It's
NFL,
crazy.
getting hit every day for 16, 17 weeks.
And winning while doing it. He has more Super Bowls than any other team. In the
By
NFL.
himself.
By himself.
By himself. I mean, that's greatness right there.
Speaking of more Super Bowls, we got our own Super Bowl coming up with the Bengals and the Rams. I don't think anybody expected the Bengals to be here at the beginning of the year.
No.
Joe Burrow showed out this year. Good for Joe Burrow. Don't really know if I want them to win because they're in the Browns division. Then you got the Rams. I love Matthew Stafford. Yes, you know, number one Odell fan over
Yes,
here.
sir, I love Odell.
I know you ain't going to lift your jersey.
But-
That is a Kyle Kuzma jersey, my boy.
No.
What happened
But-
to the Browns jersey?
I was gonna wear it, but I forgot. I
So-
had the shoes to match the Kyle Kuzma jersey.
You chose a jersey and didn't bring a jersey that you wanted to wear.
Yeah. It
And
was
then-
last minute thinking.
That is so
I was completely
backwards.
fine with the Rams winning the Super Bowl. Like I understood why Odell wanted to leave, but then he came out and said the stuff what he said, and that really just ticked me off. So now,
Don't come to Cleveland.
yeah, that just ticked me off. Which I understand. I get both sides. It's just as a Browns fan, that ticked me off. Like I don't want to
Oh,
hear
because
that.
you a ride or die Browns
Yeah,
fan. So
I don't wanna
anybody
do
that talk
that.
trash about
Yeah.
your team, you're not going
That,
for it.
and it didn't make sense because we just got whatever.
He
It
said
doesn't
maybe
matter.
not, though.
So I don't really know who I want to win the Super Bowl, but it'll be a good game because both are good, established teams. I'm happy for Stafford being there after struggling all those years in Detroit. He's a great quarterback. He showed why he is an elite quarterback in the NFL this year.
Yeah, I want the Rams to win the Super Bowl, and I
Facts.
think the Rams will win the Super Bowl too. I want to see Odell get a ring.
I think the Rams
Facts.
will
Got
win. I think the Rams will win. They have a much better all-around team. I feel like their defensive side of the ball and offensive side of the ball. I mean, everybody's talking about Odell, but Cooper Kupp set like NFL records this year. He led the league in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and catches. Like that has never been done before.
Last person that did it, I think, was Megatron.
Yes, something like that. Yeah. And so it's great. But Cooper Kupp, Stafford, Odell, Cam Akers, he's been decent since coming back off his injury. And then defensive side of the ball, you got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. So, I mean, for a second-year quarterback, even though Joe Burrow is elite, it's going to be hard to compete with and Von Miller on defense. He has Super Bowl experience.
Jalen Ramsey versus Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun matchup.
That's tough.
That's a fun matchup right there.
The Bengals are just gonna be young now.
Yeah.
So the fact that they even made it,
Yeah.
it was different when it was like, oh, you made it past the first round.
Uh-huh.
Good work.
You go into Arrowhead and you beat the Chiefs.
And you beat the Chiefs.
That
was more of like, oh, they might lose, but
and their defense only allowed 3 points the whole second half. That's in overtime. That's crazy against the Chiefs offense. While they're at home, that's unheard of.
yeah, that's not something that you.
I don't think they're getting enough credit. Everybody's talking about, Joe Burrow and all. Yes, he's good. He's playing great, but the defense has really been balling out.
Yeah, people only look at it one side. You don't really think about the defense and the people, because there's a lot of people that's on that line and you don't really talk about all of them like that. But your QB is like, that's like your star.
Yeah.
That's who. Only people that talk for real.
Defense stepped up for sure because Bengals are not really known for their defense,
No.
especially not this year.
No.
But their defense really stepped up.
Mhm.
Only thing I don't like is how Eli Apple was talking crazy.
Yeah,
about
that makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyreek Hill was killing them all
He
game.
got burnt. It was like a
Yeah.
burnt piece of toast every play.
He said
That's-
piece of toast.
That made no sense. I saw that on Twitter. I was like, what? Why is he even doing it? Like, Tyreek Hill is 1,000 times the player you are, Eli Apple. Like,
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
It's easy to talk cheese when you win.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you win, it's over with.
But then, going on to the more realistic side of things, the Browns are back to having a higher draft pick after last year having to break off, having like 20-something. So,
'Cause we
my
didn't make
opinion, I think the Browns should target Garrett Wilson from Ohio State. They need a receiver. Garrett Wilson, after I watched his film, so I was just sitting in my bed going through YouTube videos and his film popped up. I saw he really has like zero bust potential, I think. He has the ability to jump, even though he's only 6 foot, which both the Ohio State receivers are. But he jumps like he's like 6'4". He makes the contested catches. I think he has the best hands in the draft. He has unbelievable run after catch. I don't see how Garrett Wilson could be a bust, and I think he would be fit perfect in the Browns' offense.
See, I actually think we should take Chris Olave.
Facts.
He's a way better route runner, I feel like, and I feel like that's what the Browns need. They have a lot of Garrett
know,
Wilson.
'cause-
He's more of like a slot receiver. Browns need more of like a route runner, and I feel like Chris Olave would be a good route runner.
That's
for
the
the
thing.
Browns.
Like Garrett Wilson, I feel like is just as good as a route runner as Chris Olave, and I feel like they need. Yeah, DPJ is good, but I don't know. Some of the contested catches and stuff. He like that catch against Green Bay when he dove out and caught that. I think Garrett Wilson. You've seen Garrett Wilson come down with that ball over and over again. You've seen Olave do it too, but I think Chris Olave is kind of like how Jarvis Landry is. They kind of maneuver the same way. They can do multiple things. Garrett Wilson's like that too, but I just see him more as an outside threat, and I feel like that's what we need more because
I feel like we have enough of that. We have Anthony Schwartz and DPJ.
I feel
And
like
we have Higgins too, but we don't even use Higgins.
I don't think Higgins.
Hit him
He
with the list.
would they sign Higgins to like a 1-year deal?
Yeah, his deal's
So
over now.
I think he'll leave. He'll be gone,
I think
which is
so.
sad because I love Higgins, but
And it sucks too because he wants to stay in
Yeah.
Cleveland, but we're not giving him the chance.
I don't know if they'll keep Jarvis, which I want them to, but I really don't know what they're gonna do.
I understand that they get rid of Jarvis.
Yeah.
And I
Even though
understand
I love
wants
Jarvis,
to
been
be-
my favorite player since he was in the Dolphins, so it would suck to see him leave, like us get rid of him. But he is worth a lot of money, so I don't know if we can keep paying that if we want to keep this team together.
Rebuild mode?
No,
He said
no, not with the roster you have now. No.
So, the reports came out earlier that the Browns they were talking to Kenny Pickett
yeah.
from Pittsburgh, University of
If
Pittsburgh.
they take a quarterback in the first round, I think that's an awful move.
That's a Browns thing to do. though.
Yeah. If you're gonna take a quarterback in this draft, wait till like the 3rd round. I think Desmond Ridder will still be there, and yeah, he played at Cincinnati. He didn't really play anybody, but get that quarterback. Maybe have him develop. Don't waste your 1st round pick on a quarterback when you already said you're gonna stick with your quarterback from last year. Don't do that.
Absolutely. I think Kenny Pickett, he's a really talented quarterback. He'll do
Yeah.
great things in the NFL, but I don't think he's a quarterback for us.
I honestly don't even think this quarterback class is it's not good.
It's not.
I think
but
next year's class, that's when you want to get a quarterback. You'll have C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, all these unbelievable talents coming into the NFL. So, but I personally want Garrett Wilson on the Browns, but I wouldn't be upset with getting Olave either.
I
Or
wouldn't be
even
upset with
the
Wilson.
receiver from Arkansas. I don't know his name, but he's very good too.
Oh, well, y'all got a great going bait over this boy, but guess what? We got to change gears because we're going straight to full court press.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Back to the land.
Mm-hmm.
We almost at that number one spot, but I swear we get closer and closer every game.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally a game and a half out of being the first seed.
And we can actually hit the first seed with this February schedule.
Mhm.
It's not that tough.
It sucks that we lost to the Pistons. That should have been.
That
you're
was
up,
trash.
You're up 15-0,
To start the game.
and you lose the game to one of the worst teams in the NBA.
No,
That was
worst
not
team.
good.
Are the Rockets worse than them?
Someone's worse than them. I don't know.
I think it's the Rockets.
Is it
I'm pretty
Rockets?
sure it's the Rockets.
It don't matter. That was a game that we were set to win. I feel bad for whoever bet on that.
But yeah,
Honestly.
1.5 games out of first. In the schedule they have coming up, they play the Rockets tonight. They
Should
play
be
the
done.
Pacers coming up soon. They play easy teams. They beat the Pelicans. That was a close one, but Garland didn't play. And I guess Garland's not playing tonight, so who knows what's going to happen with that game. But
They
when the
got
team is all together, this team is,
healthy.
they're unbelievable.
Yeah,
Nobody
this
expected
this is healthy, like with Garland, not healthy
Yeah.
with Sexton.
Hey, watch it.
Because Sexton, when he come back, it's literally sky's the limit, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Literally sky's the limit.
I'm hoping he's good for the playoffs like he says he should be. Man, I can see us going to the finals. Not even gonna lie.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I said that the other day when we were up 15-0 against the Pistons, and then I checked my phone and we were losing. I literally texted in the group chat. I was like, "This team could literally go all the way." And then I saw that in the score. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
They could go all the way, but the thing I think they will, or I know they can, but part of me doesn't think they will because they're so young.
Yeah.
There's not many people on the team besides Kevin Love and
That's-
a couple other players that have playoff experience.
This is my thing. The Suns did it last year.
They did.
They just had Chris Paul. We have Kevin Love, Rondo. If we don't trade Rubio, which I think we should, even if he's not playing, he's still there for that veteran piece. And they have great chemistry all together. So, and even the Hawks last year, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. They didn't really have anybody with experience.
That's true.
No,
So,
they didn't.
you
They
know,
built everybody else.
It's very doable.
Isaac Okoro said a couple days ago that Darius Garland was like a great coach on and off the court.
Yeah.
So he's already playing like a big leadership role
that's
for the
that's
team.
that's good.
As a third-year player, he's already coaching on and off the court.
And then you keep getting these games. Just last game, Brandon Goodwin had 21 points. You just keep finding these little gems that help the team glue so much better.
If you would have asked me that a couple weeks ago, I would have been like, who? Like, no, for real, because if you really think about it, like you said, Garland plays a big role leadership-wise. Again, that's something he had to do. There's no Sexton. That was probably your leader because that was the first piece that they took and rebuilt after LeBron. Then everybody else comes, but he's playing the point guard position. He has to be a big dog. Then you got Rondo in this corner, you got Rubio in this corner. They probably tell him what to do. What better floor generals would you want to have?
And
than both of them.
in my opinion, Sexton is huge because if we had him in that Pistons game and in that Pelicans game, they're not going to lose to the Pistons in that game. He's got too much of a dog mentality.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not going up 15. And he would just make a shot, make it. The Pelicans too. We would have won by more, even if Garland would have played. Yeah, but with Sexton, I don't think it would have been that close because in that crunch time, he's going to make a play that will help your team win.
I mean, I think we should shoot for like the 4th seed. Because I feel like if you're 4 or 5 is going to play each other regardless. So I think we need 4 because we don't want to see. You don't want to see the Bucks, you don't want to see the Nets, and you definitely don't want to see the Bulls in the
Yeah,
first
well,
round.
right now the Bucks are the 5 seed.
I mean, that's for right now though, but I don't see the Bucks staying 5 though.
I think they'll be top 3.
Yeah, they're gonna eventually finish out. They're gonna
Because
get
the Bulls had a lot of injuries, so the Bulls will probably fall down a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna get a.
I wouldn't be worried about playing the Bulls, honestly. I don't know. I feel like at a full, healthy team, we could beat the Bulls.
But we're not gonna be fully healthy though, so I don't. Yeah, there's
Sexton's
no Sexton.
traveling with the team to the away games now. He hasn't done that yet, so he's going on this road trip with them. So I feel like that's showing that he's getting very close, which is crazy because
But at the
he
same
just
time,
tore his meniscus, what, in
I don't-
November or so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's already coming back,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
I actually don't know if I would want to have Sexton playing the playoffs though.
Why not?
No, I can see where he's coming from. not gonna
I mean,
lie.
like, you're coming off a meniscus tear, and you got in the beginning of the season, and then you're healthy, but, like, I wouldn't want to risk you getting injured, which could prolong
I
the start
guess,
of our
but
next season.
I don't know
But look how
if they
good
even
we've
know
already.
what they're going to do with Sexton.
But look how good we've been playing without him. Like, you got to understand for these last 3, maybe almost 3 months maybe, we've been playing this type of basketball, this style of basketball without Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton comes back in, he's gonna need to rock. That's a walking 20 piece.
I think he understands now, though. Him
Like,
sitting on the bench,
yeah.
watching this team and going to every game. I go to every game. You can see him on the side. He stands the whole game. He's cheering. He's lifting everybody up.
Yeah, that's your brother. You got to.
I think he understands. He's gonna understand his role when he comes back to this team.
But speaking of bench, I was talking to you the other day about this. I feel like Sexton would be a good sixth man, and people always correlate sixth man with like, oh no, he's a scrub bench player. Now sixth man is like one of the most important pieces on the team.
No,
There's an award for that.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
you gotta be.
But people always associate sixth man with like, oh no, he's too good to be a sixth man. Well, I feel like our second unit needs a kickstart, and I feel like Sexton would be a good kickstart.
We already got Kevin Love as our kickstart, though.
I don't like Garland and Sexton on the floor at the same time starting like that. I feel like they don't go well together, and the floor spacing is just horrible.
Well, I think this year we would have been able to see that if Sexton did not get hurt.
My argument is
Because we were winning.
My argument is when Sexton got hurt, they were 9-4.
Yeah.
They were up there in the conference. So
And he was averaging almost 20. He was averaging like 18, 19 a game, Sexton was.
I think they just finally figured it all out. I think you put them two, because everybody says it's always like a defensive mismatch or whatever, liability. But then you got 3 7-footers when Markkanen, Mobley, and Jared Allen are playing. So I feel like they make up for that well, because all 3 of them can switch onto guards, and they guard them no problem.
They do, but
They're very long.
I like Garland and Okoro better than I like Garland.
I do like
and Sexton.
Okoro a lot. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't know. In the playoffs, I want that.
And like six man is not bad though. Like,
I know.
James
But then you
Harden's
got
a
Kevin
six-man.
Love going to the. I guess it's.
Jordan Clarkson is 6 man, and that man get buckets.
Yeah, see, you don't being a six man is not necessarily bad.
It's
It
never
just-
a bad thing.
It helps with that second unit.
You're
Like,
literally-
Kevin
I don't
Love.
know. I just view
Kevin
I
Love
just
and
don't
Sexton
view-
coming off the bench don't sound too bad.
It don't sound bad at all.
I just
Like,
don't view like
both
Colin
20
Sexton
balls.
as a bench player. Like, I think he deserves to
No,
start
I
in the
definitely
NBA.
do what you. I
Like
definitely
Jordan
understand.
Clarkson, yeah, you could see how he's a bench, like, comes off the bench. He
'Cause
could
he's a
probably
straight
start on
shooter.
some teams, but I don't know. Like,
So when Sexton first got drafted, the player I compared him to was Jordan Clarkson because I see a lot of Jordan Clarkson in him because he likes to take a lot of shots. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Jordan Clarkson likes to do.
You know where he
decent
learned
on
it from?
defense.
Kobe.
Decent on
probably learned it
defense.
from Jordan Clarkson. 'Cause
Yeah,
he played
definitely learned
played
it.
with
He
him.
learned it from Kobe. And guess what? JR was in that place like, I'm finna get volume shooting.
I feel like the way Sexton plays, that's a good six-man role, which is not a bad thing at all.
No, but I would if he was to come back, hypothetically speaking, if he was to come back, I would want him to be the 6 man. But I might only play him 20 minutes a game. I don't even think I don't even care. Full contact, you healthy, all that. No, bro. If you get hurt, you're gonna prolong what we got going on next season.
Only way I
And you
think
play a
more.
very big piece. Plus, contract years will be coming up. Bro's gonna be going into year 5.
It's his contract year this year, isn't it?
Yeah, like he's gonna be going into year 5 after this. So it's like you don't want to get hurt and then not be able to contribute, and then you want us to still sign you when you get hurt again. So I'm like, if he comes back, be the 6 man, minute restriction, give you about 20, 25 minutes max, and then shoot, we gonna hope for the best. Do what you gotta do in them 25 minutes, man. Give me 20 and 25. I need 20 points. I need 15 shots.
And then speaking of not contributing, the Utah Jazz,
Oh yeah.
they are 2-11 in the last 13 games. Now Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, I think, have been out.
They've been hurt.
They've been hurt, and Joe Ingles just went down for the season, got a torn ACL. So the Jazz, I think they were the 3 seed in the West. They might fall down pretty far down this list if those players can't get healthy soon. Cause
I mean, 2-11. You're probably, if you're not, probably in a playing game now at this point. I mean, you lost 11
I
in
don't-
13 games.
I don't know, because the lower half of the West is awful. Like, top 4 teams, they all have really good records, and then the lower half is all, like, 500. So they're probably, I don't know their exact standing, but it's kind of scary for Jazz fans, because, you know, when their team is all together, they're a really good team, but they just haven't been able to take that next step.
I mean, they were the 1 seed last year.
Yeah, and they still couldn't. They couldn't get back to the Clippers, right?
By Paul George by himself.
Yeah.
Paul George gave them the business. But, yeah, that's true. I mean, if you were the 1 seed there and Donovan Mitchell went on record that year and was like, we are the best team in the league.
Mhm.
And, I mean, they were. You see the way they playing with him, like, Donovan Mitchell was balling. Gobert was balling. Jordan Clarkson and Joe Ingles was both up for 6 man of the year award. Jordan Clarkson ended up winning it because they was getting buckets off the bench. Like, that team is a scary team. That team was, I don't want to say like I'm not going to say like that they're that young, but like they're starting to experience like how good they can really be, like 100%.
And then it just sucks that all these injuries happen, and now they're flipping.
That's how the game goes.
Whiteside's out too.
Whiteside.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally how the game goes. There's so many things that would happen if no injuries. A full healthy Utah team is probably number 2, number 3 in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Like no doubt.
Well, they
about
were,
it.
yeah, until this.
So
They were 3rd behind that, which we're gonna get into. The first place Suns,
the team that
41-9 record, which it's kind of expected, but 9 losses. That's unreal.
in 50 games.
Yeah.
They're on an 11-game win streak right now.
Yeah.
11 or 12-game win streak.
I mean, it's really the same team from last year, so they have the chemistry together. They've been there together. They know how to play with each other. So 41-9, it's a crazy record, but you can understand why they're that good.
You think they go back to the finals?
No.
No?
Actually, maybe you gotta understand that they're 41-9 now. They're number 1. This is a team that won the first 2 games in the finals and lost 4 straight. Nobody hates losing more than Chris Paul, especially on that team. So you know
Seems like he actually loves losing.
Hey, listen, all them times he was in playoff, like, in his experiences, the times that he had those opportunities to maybe make that mark, he always got hurt. Injuries was a big factor. So with this team being healthy and even the Bucks at that time being pretty much healthy, I mean, they lost. They were literally up 2-0, lost 4 straight. They gave them the gentleman sweep. Like, they want to get back there. Now you're thinking like, oh, it's Chris Paul, it's the Suns. You know, Father Time is catching up with Chris Paul. He's only going to get older, which means his window for the finals is only going to get smaller. Like, no, this man is on a mission. Devin Booker is on a mission. Like, they only are this good. I don't want to say they're only this good because of Chris Paul, but when Chris Paul got there, it elevated the team drastically.
Oh, yeah, he did that
So,
with OKC, too.
Yeah, like, whatever team Chris Paul goes to is going to be a playoff team regardless. Even if you don't think they will, they're going to be there because of him.
Yeah.
But the way he uses DeAndre Ayton and uses Devin Booker is ridiculous. So they're on a mission. If they're number 1 right now, I don't see a team right now. Well, LeBron and them not showing me nothing. So like I need somebody. And see, that's the thing. That's really like my conference finals matchup might be Golden State and the Suns because the Clippers are up and down. You still ain't seen Kawhi and Paul George's been hurt.
Coming back.
And that team is like, you know, been very inconsistent right now. What other team? We just explained that Utah's like down. And
Dallas is making some noise though. They've been winning a lot.
Portland's not good this year.
But Portland been struggling
Portland's awful.
Dame been out too, and even when he's scoring, it's
CJ
still
had
rough.
collapsed lung, so that's not good. But
To start the game, and what else? Denver isn't.
they don't have Jamal Murray yet. So
They still don't have your point guard,
MPJ is out.
and he's been out. So it's like,
But Jokic has been putting up numbers.
but it's not going to be enough to
No.
like the Suns will run through all of those teams. So I'm seeing it to be the Warriors and the Suns. I don't see anybody else competing. And again, either Curry's going to try to get ring 4, or you know, Chris Paul going to try to get number 1 again. And I see it going either way. You just got a younger, more athletic Devin Booker. Clay's back though. Jordan Poole has only gotten better. So, I mean, Gary Payton Jr. is ridiculous on defense. So, I mean, the matchups are going to be really nice because it's like the guard play on the Warriors is going to be ridiculous, but big man on the Suns is going to be wild. So, I mean, there's no surprise that they're number 1 right now.
Nah.
None at all.
And then they're number 1, so we're going to go into our All-Star Reserve predictions. They came out with the starters. So starting in the West, I mean, 41-9, you got to have 2 All-Stars. I think it's Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
Got to be a reserve list for sure.
I think Cat deserves to be a reserve because I think he should have been starting over Andrew Wiggins, but that's just me.
It's a big fan vote. It's a big fan vote.
I'm not mad at Andrew Wiggins starting. Like, he's been putting up numbers.
19.
Yeah, he's averaging
Cat's
18.
averaging 24 and like 11.
he said, hey. No, I mean,
So-
ain't no hater. He deserved to be an all-star. A starter was actually surprising, but I just only assumed that he would be in the reserve list at least.
Those 3, then I'd say you got to put Donovan Mitchell in there. Probably not go. I wouldn't put Gobert in there now.
Who you look for? Somebody in the West?
Yeah. I
I mean, it's crazy because like a lot of the West people on the
Anthony
East side
Edwards,
now.
honestly.
I thought about Anthony Edwards.
He wouldn't be a bad first time All-Star.
He wouldn't be.
I would give it to him. He's been playing
Yeah.
really well. He's already put like 3 people on a poster, and one of them didn't even count. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Luka. Luka should be one.
oh yeah,
I mean, that's just obvious.
that's one of those. And then what? That's 5. That'd be 5. And then you go to the East. You're gonna need Zach LaVine should be on
The
there.
East, Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine should have been starting over Trae Young. That still gives me
It's
so
debate. Trae Young's averaging 28, so like
Yeah.
I get why they give it to
With
him.
their record.
But their record, yeah. But the
You
East
got- you got
reserves,
that sometime.
They do.
East reserves should be,
James Harden.
in my opinion, Darius Garland
For
should
sure.
definitely be in there. James Harden.
Just
I'd
say Jared
say,
Allen. Just say
yeah, Jared.
Allen.
I
Might
think
as
Jared.
well.
He's the second best center in the East right now. I think.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler will probably get in there.
It's a crime if you don't give it to Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Especially
He said
in
it's a
Cleveland. Let one of the Cleveland
See,
players.
that's exactly what I think. It would be really nice to have Garland
And the
or
Cavs should have 2 All-Stars because nobody expected them to be here. You see how the team plays when either one of those players don't play. It's not the same.
It's not at all.
You-
But it's always one thing. It looked like LaMelo got leaked for an All-Star reserve, so that leaves one less guard position open.
Which-
so,
I mean, I think you have to give it to Garland. I don't know.
it's either Fred VanVleet
Even
or
though
Garland.
I don't think the Raptors would be where they are without
him.
Van Vliet,
Yeah.
but neither would the Cavs.
I would
I
say you
think-
could say the same for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Well, we're winning though.
Yeah, the Raptors,
So-
they're 8 seed, 9 seed. We're might be the 1 seed. So I think you have to give.
You gotta give it one of
Give it
them.
to
One
Garland.
of the
Yeah.
one of the Cavs players on the roster gotta be there. Just gotta be there. And regardless, they're gonna be at the All-Star. You know, regardless, it's in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But having both of them be able to participate would be great. Would be amazing.
Then I think Jason Tatum's got to be in there as well.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's a starter, isn't he?
Did he get
JT?
the start?
I believe he's a starter.
It was
He did.
Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, and Giannis.
Okay, I thought he was a starter for some
No.
reason because I saw his son was holding up something about
I
his
mean-
dad being an All-Star starter. He might have just been like, vote my dad for
Yeah.
an All-Star starter.
So I think Tatum should be in there. Yeah, Tatum, Garland, Allen, Levine, and you just said. I can't remember who it is now.
Oh, I said James Harden. I thought he would be
James
snubbed.
Harden,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
he would
there's
be in
someone
there.
else.
It'd be snubbed. That's 5 though.
Yeah, but there's 10 really, but I can't think of what I was saying. But I think that'd be a fair.
That'd be fair. That'd be pretty decent for.
Oh, and Jimmy Butler, that was the other one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler,
JB.
that's what you said.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, JB is like Miami's actually playing really well
They're
too.
very good.
Maybe you know what? Maybe we should shoot for the 6th spot. No, I'm lying. Never mind. It don't even matter. We're going to have to play whoever the 3 seed is. I just hope we get past the first round. I'll be perfectly.
it's possible.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly happy if we just pass the first round.
I'm like 80% sure we
Yeah.
can get past the first round.
And then
Depends on what we
to
fall.
wrap up the NBA side, we're going to our mid-season awards. Now, personally, I think head coach of the year should be either Bickerstaff or the Grizzlies coach. I don't know his name exactly, but both teams are outperforming what they should be. The Grizzlies, I think they took over the Jazz for third in the West.
Got to be.
Ja Morant's been unreal.
My coach of the year should either be Bickerstaff or the Bulls coach. I just had his name.
Oh, Billy Donovan?
Yeah, Billy Donovan.
He's up there
yeah.
too. But I think more people expected the Bulls to be better.
I think
like
on
a lot
paper,
better.
on paper
They
you
did,
would expect
but
to.
I don't think coach of the year should be
I think any other
that's a
year-
surprise. Like
Yeah.
coach of the year is the best team.
Yeah, I
Bulls are
think
the best team.
any other year, he would get it easily, but because you have these young teams like the Cavs and the Grizzlies winning all these games, outperforming. I mean, the Cavs are projected to have 27 wins. They have 31. So
We up
that's,
there like that.
that's kind of
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
I'm only sticking with JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
100%. We in the land.
Then
We up. We elevate.
MVP, I mean, Jokic is having a better season than he had last year.
Crazy.
He was the MVP. You still got Giannis putting up all these crazy numbers. Ja Morant is
A young MVP
unreal.
in the making.
So I think it should be one of those 3 most likely, because Curry, yes, he's been going off, but then you look at some of his shooting numbers and you're like,
Oh,
whoa.
because he went that slump.
Yeah, like
His shooting slump was crazy.
yeah, it's bad.
But
But he broke a record.
he did, but still he's shooting horrible.
Yeah.
And they still
Russell
winning.
Westbrook has a better shooting percentage than Steph
You know
Curry
what?
does.
I'm sick and tired of you saying that.
I'm just saying.
I don't even care that he do. let Russell Westbrook take the shots that Steph Curry take. You tell me what the percentage is gonna be
Just
then.
saying.
My MVP, I got Joel Embiid.
I should have
Embiid's
named him.
involved.
Yeah, Joel Embiid's been.
And he's been doing
He's
it without
carrying
Ben
that.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Get Embiid some help.
Yeah.
He said, "Get him
That's
some
true.
help."
I forgot about him. Yeah.
No, definitely. No, I
He's
think
definitely up
Ja
there.
Morant and Giannis will be like. I think it'll come down to one of them. To be honest with you.
Embiid's getting a lot of hype though. I just completely forgot about him. Then sixth man of the year.
Oh, Jordan Poole.
Tyler Hero.
Man, you just man. Nah.
What?
I ain't
That's the
Jordan.
first thing I said about Tyler Hero.
Kevin Love.
Nah.
Bruh.
The way Tyler Hero's been elevating the Heat.
Okay, but
Nah, bro. Jordan Poole, 100%.
I don't know.
I know he was like he started off as a 6-man. I think he might have cracked the starting lineup just a little bit, but if Clay come back and he ends up starting, Jordan Poole's gonna
Kevin
win.
Love should at least be top 3, I think, the way he's played this year off the bench after all these other years where he's just been out there not really caring, you could tell, but he's thrived off the bench. I mean, he's
Oh,
put
my
up
man,
multiple 20-point games off the bench. He's averaging like 15 and 9 off the bench or something, so he's having a great resurgence year and helping this team win a lot.
Yeah, Jordan Poole, he gave me 17 though. And it's crazy because I like seeing players that I watch in college, and then when you see them actually in a couple years starting to get like, you're not just like really hooping in the league, like you're getting full blown playing time, you're getting the PT and you're scoring. I didn't see you drop somebody, you can't have man. Listen, and you with the Warriors and stuff.
Tyler Hero is having a very good season after last year not playing very well.
Yeah, he did horrible last year.
Yeah.
Well,
So I could see Tyler Hero winning it too.
I hope so because he was talking. Because
Yeah, he said,
rookie year though, he was lit when they went to the finals. Like him and Duncan Robinson together was lethal, low key in the bubble. Then next season, nah, Tyler Hero won it. The start of this season, he was like, nah, you like John Moran and Trae Young and them. He said, yeah, put me in a list with them guys. People sitting there like, all right, bro. Like, we know you're good. You made it to the league, but you need to chill. He's like, nah, for real. Bro started off like, then I think he started the first game off with a 30 ball. Something crazy like that, and
he's been playing.
he didn't kept the ball rolling right after that. So if Tyler Hero wins the 6-man of the year award as well, I don't think that's not a bad pick.
So then, defensive player of the year,
Giannis.
probably Giannis.
Giannis.
It'll probably be Giannis or Gobert. They just give or Joel Embiid. It's gonna be one of the 3.
One of the big men for sure.
I'm always a Draymond fan for.
Hey,
for
he
defensive
was,
player.
but he just got hurt, and now they said they don't know his timetable for his return. So that's probably gonna hinder.
You know what?
Yeah.
Just being different. I like having it's always a big man that wins defensive player of the year award, like all the time, because they block shots, but nobody talk about the defense of like these guards. So it's like I would like to put either Drew Holiday or Gary Payton in there, just cause they're gonna make. They always end up making. They want no player that's gonna
Evan
be on
Mobley.
like defensive first team, second team. But it's
Evan
like,
Mobley is about to make an All-NBA defensive first
For sure.
team in his rookie year, and that's crazy. I
he's
don't
just
know
gonna
when
be.
the last time
He gonna be
that's
on the team list
I think it's
regardless.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's
since
been,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be on the shoot. My character doing 2K. Like, oh, like.
Speaking of rookie of the year and Evan Mobley, I think it's Evan Mobley. I mean, what he contributes to the Cavs, no other.
I don't see any other player doing it because it's
Cade's
crazy.
been playing really well, but
Lately,
yeah, but
he's been playing really well lately.
his team is 12 and 30, whatever they are.
Yeah,
See, is Evan Mobley number 1 for me? If I had to do number 2, it'd be Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes has been playing good.
he has, and it's crazy because I remember in the beginning of the season I said Jalen Green was supposed to be.
Yeah,
one.
Jalen Green is awful.
It's not even that he's just
They have-
bad. It's like with them being obviously them higher picks, you're expecting them to be on a much sorrier team, not as
It's
good of a
just
team.
weird because
And it's like Evan Mobley came in a pretty good situation, like compared to last season. And
everybody was just destroying us for having too many.
no, I'm
bigs.
saying a good situation for you already. Well, we literally drafted Colin Sexton, then you get Garland, KPJ, and then you just got a core. Like for the last 3 years, we didn't take not a big man at all. Then you get him, and it's like we pick a person in every position now,
Yeah.
and that's a good situation for him because he's a position of need. And he was able to thrive in a position like we need you to, you know what I'm saying? We need you.
He's one of the
Like,
best defensive players in the NBA.
Then you
already.
get like everybody else.
and he still gives you like 15 a game.
Exactly, like he's I think at like 8-9 rebounds a game as well.
Yeah.
So it's like it's position of need, and he's been able to make a very big impact with this team. Now the rest of them is like, all right, you take Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham. It was like you just picked up. Detroit just had Killian Hayes. but then you get, which wasn't probably like,
bad.
yeah, like wasn't, was
He
saying
is
like,
so bad.
let's just go for Cade Cunningham, because it could have been Cade Cunningham or Jalen Green. So you were going to pick one of them, and we already knew whoever didn't pick one, the next person was going to go regardless.
But you say they both sold the bag.
And it's like, yeah, like,
If we didn't draft Mobley, I don't think we would be where we are
No.
right now.
not at all, because he plays a very big, this is a big man
He does everything.
that he can shoot threes and
He
make
can-
free throws.
And defend guards.
Defend guards, very
At
long.
this young of an age, he's my age, 19.
He's a
That's
young Chris Bosh.
crazy.
So what?
People are
Chris
comparing
Chris
him.
Bosh.
People are comparing Bill Simmons, the biggest Celtics fan, is comparing him to Kevin Garnett.
I could see that.
I can see
And-
build wise, but he's gonna have to get a little bit stronger.
Well, yeah, he's only
Little more aggressive.
19. Yeah.
Nah,
He'll
forget
he'll
all that
grow
age
into
stuff.
his
You
body.
see, nah, bro. You see, they built
Okay, but
13,000.
still, like,
Nah,
he
bro.
has time to get
Oh,
more
yeah.
muscle. He's only 19.
I just hope we don't sell the bag with the
Nah.
Cavs.
They'll be fine.
No, like don't trade away somebody stupid.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
My biggest concern is contract season. When that comes around, where
Yeah.
we need to pay everybody, it's gonna be tough to keep everybody.
It's not even that. I feel like when we want to pick somebody up and they want to trade, they're gonna ask for Colin Sexton. He's gonna be in whatever trade package that
I
we
don't
do.
want to trade him.
I feel like the Cavs are okay with giving him up, though.
I don't want to trade
I
him.
actually
I
think
don't
so
mind- I
too.
don't mind giving him up.
Because I think Garland is what he's been able to show this time. He literally went from 14 points to almost 20 a game now since Colin Sexton went down. So, and he's still facilitating and picking up the scoring load, and he's literally been dropping like 20 and 11, 20 and 11, 20 and 10, 25. Like, he's really doing this, and they're probably thinking, like, if that was the case, trade Sexton away, maybe get a better guard, maybe another scorer. You're just going to need a scorer because you already got someone who could score and facilitate. You already got somebody who can get boards and rebound. You already got a shot blocker. Like, you got a big three, you just need somebody else. So I'm hoping that we don't sell the bag with that, because I need to see it through. I need to see how this goes.
Yeah, I think Evan Mobley is rookie of the year, and I don't know if any of you disagree with that. Probably not.
No, I would love to see him. Like,
Yeah.
bro, we live in Cleveland. We in the city. I would love to see him win Rookie of the Year, 100%. Because the last one I think in the city was Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because literally when LeBron and then Kyrie Irving won
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year, and nobody else been that smooth out of here. So it'd be great.
You can count Andrew Wiggins, I guess, if you want to. Because we drafted him and then traded to the Timberwolves. He won Rookie of the Year. So I guess you can count that.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Right. And then finally, we got to spread the wealth, getting our bets in for tonight. We got the Hornets and the Celtics. I'm gonna take the Hornets plus 5.5. I mean, the Celtics, I guess.
JB's back. So
I don't know. I just feel like the Hornets, they've been on a nice little run lately. They play really good, but then sometimes they play bad. They're just a young team like the Cavs are.
Celtics are like that, though, too. They'll play good.
Yeah.
Then they'll play really bad. But I got to go Celtics. Because Hornets, they don't have Gordon
The
Hayward.
points minus 5.5.
Yeah, -5.5. Hornets don't got Gordon Hayward.
I got the Hornets covering. They'll lose by less than 6, or they might even win.
facts. I'm gonna agree with that. It's only the fact that it's like, again, they started off the season so hot.
Yeah.
The Hornets did.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Celtics started off so rough, blowing 20, 30
Yeah,
point
to
leads.
us.
And yeah, like that did happen. Like, they're very inconsistent, but it's like, I think teams falling back to place a little bit better again. Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
starting to
like-
get back on track.
So, I mean, they're still gonna be pushing for, trying not to, be in the play-ins or anything like that. So I feel like they got nothing really to lose. So they're gonna go. Who's home?
Celtics.
Yeah. So I think Celtics gonna.
I think
pull
the
this one.
Hornets win, or cover.
Yeah.
And then next we got the Grizzlies and Knicks. I
Oh,
got the
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies
Yeah,
minus
Grizzlies.
3.5.
Grizzlies. Yeah.
I think they'll cover
I'm
3.5.
not betting against the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Especially against the Knicks. The Knicks.
Nah.
I think the Grizzlies will win by more than 4.
Exactly.
Easily.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be wild.
Then we got the Cavs versus the Rockets. Now Garland isn't playing, so I think the line changed. But I saw it at Cavs minus 5. I think the Cavs are actually plus 5 now. I think it did a whole switch.
So you think we're gonna lose by 5?
I think I'm gonna take the Cavs money line now. I think they'll just win the game easily.
I got Rockets.
Rockets.
Yeah, we don't got Garland.
Cover?
If we don't
Yes.
have Garland and we're
Rockets
gonna,
minus 5.
Yes.
I think I might have to take the Rockets on this one too.
KPJ
Minus
is
5
back.
or money line.
Minus 5.
Last time we played the Rockets, it was kind of close. Now we got KPJ.
For no reason.
Now they got KPJ back. KPJ, I feel like he's going to go off against us. It's going to be... I feel like
He got some beef.
It's Rockets by like...
He gonna
Rockets by
bang on
8.
somebody. He gonna over some soup. He finna kill somebody.
I got the
Somebody
Cavs
got to
money
die.
on.
And then Cavs, they always do bad against teams that they shouldn't do bad
Yeah,
against.
that's true.
Oh, like Detroit.
Yeah. I
Like,
honestly feel like it's every Cleveland team though, whether
Yeah,
it's Browns,
that is
Guardians,
true.
or Cavs. We
That is
never
true.
play how we're supposed to play against teams that are
It's
bad.
Cleveland.
I just want to let you know I'm never calling them the Guardians.
That's you.
That just sounds.
Next
stupid.
game, Nuggets and Jazz. As we said earlier, the Jazz have been falling. Denver's plus money in this, so Denver plus 3 I think is obvious.
Yeah.
They're both really injured teams, but I feel like Denver has more star power right now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Denver.
Jokic.
I'm going with Denver as well.
Yeah,
It's not even because
Denver
Jokic
plus 3 is
and Gordon
obvious.
too. So
Then we got the Blazers and the Lakers. LeBron's
Man.
still out.
And AD might be out too.
Yeah, so I got
They-
under
they-
222. I don't think it's ever gonna be that high.
it's
scoring
not
of a
gonna
game.
hit 222. Yeah, not at all. It's not gonna hit
So-
222.
Nah, they're both. It's gonna be like
I
80
think
to
the
85.
Yeah, I think the
something like
Lakers
that.
are favored by like 3.5 too. So, but I just took the under.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
they
going
under
under.
on that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be hard.
Who you got winning that game?
I think the Blazers gonna end up winning.
Nah, the Blazers are so bad. I think the Lakers.
feel like-
I think that
They both.
Russell Westbrook's gonna have one of those games again.
Yeah.
He's about to have one of those games again, and he's about to carry the Lakers to a win. That's just my take on it. Because he does a lot better without LeBron. I feel like it's that pressure of playing with LeBron too. I feel like a
Things
lot of
in his
players
head.
are like that.
Not even that.
Yeah.
You're in your hometown again, so it's like you playing for your city. Think about you playing for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Like, you
I'm
can't
dropping
relate.
30 a game.
Hey, no, like yeah, it's probably definitely some pressure on there, but I mean, the Lakers is not a team I'm trying to bet on without LeBron being on the floor.
Yeah, but
I don't care
It's
who
the
they play.
Blazers.
I don't know. I don't care who they play.
certain play. Yeah, I mean I get what you're saying because Lakers they blew games like the Thunder
The
with
Thunder,
LeBron.
yeah.
And so like how you
Twice,
So yeah.
and you were up 20. Like, and you still, and it was LeBron, Russell Westbrook. No,
I'm not even a Lakers fan, and that just made me mad.
you got the jersey on.
See, I'm a Kyle Kuzma fan.
Who's not even there?
Another player who's doing way better without LeBron.
He's already got. He do
LeBron
got a
makes
couple
players
games.
worse.
What?
He makes players better.
Certain players worse. He makes certain players worse.
Yeah,
Some-
No,
players
some
that have a
players-
weak mind.
Nah, he
Okay.
makes mentally weak players worse.
Kuzma's mentally strong now. He's thriving. He's thriving with Bradley
What
Beal
you think
and
LeBron
Trez.
taught him? Shoot. I had J.R. Smith on my shoot.
You can't blame LeBron for me. Those players are probably nervous.
What?
Nervous to play with LeBron. They're probably
Exactly.
Why are you nervous? He's on your team. Just he'll want you to get better. He's not gonna.
Let GM's gonna
Unless
trade
you,
you if you do
unless
bad.
you do something crazy like J.R. Smith did, then yeah, you should be nervous.
What am I gonna do? He's not gonna do nothing. He's a player. Not gonna risk his life.
He
Not
would
gonna risk his job.
Trade. No, I'm saying that's how you get traded.
The GM gonna put you in the
Well, LeBron didn't trade JR today. He just
He
did.
just left. I don't blame him for leaving either. That team was horrible.
He took that team and slid. He took that ring and slid, my boy. No, but I'm definitely taking the Blazers. I'm sorry. Like, the Lakers have not given me a reason to. Are they under 500 right now?
Yeah.
Yes. No, yes. I mean, the Blazers are too.
Go ahead. Take him. I'd take
Lakers
the
are under 500. They're 24,
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, I'm saying, but both teams are.
Yeah.
I'll take
but-
the Lakers. Fine, I'll do the under 222
That's
and
definitely
Lakers
gonna-
minus 3.5.
Bet. I'm going under 222
Easy.
and Blazers.
Okay.
Who you got?
I got Lakers. Russell Westbrook's gonna show out.
It's just obvious.
So listen, when I see you, I ain't gonna see you tomorrow. It's not. But like,
You might see me tomorrow. We don't know. I don't think
oh
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah, work.
Yeah.
Hey, for real. Dang, bro.
That's it.
That's it. You got any last little comments, bro? This is your first time on the show. You got anything else to say?
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, anytime.
It's cool. You gonna run it back. Well, it seems like this is gonna be the end of the 2 Minutes to Go podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, and you could also subscribe to us on YouTube, where we're gonna be posting weekly. We've been going to be keeping it pushing. Anything else you got to say, my boy?
Nope, that's it.
All right, then it's been your host. I've been Darian.
And I'm Jax.
And go ahead,
No,
Jalen. Say it. No, Jalen. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one.